What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 505 interview series. Big D coming at you. Got a great show planned for you tonight. I got probably my brother. I love this guy. Alan Sanabria from Family by Loyalty Cigars joins me. But before we bring him on, I want to remind all of you guys, thank you so much for all your love and support. These last 5 years have been amazing, and you guys truly have helped continue to grow the channel, the content, and everything out there. And I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for all of you guys out there. So I appreciate it so much. Little sentimental on my part because I'm realizing that, it's been a little over 5 years since I started in on this journey on doing content exclusively with cigars. And I never thought it would get to the point where it's gotten to today. And that's all thanks to all of you guys out there. So I really hope in 2 weeks you show up for my birthday show. Got a great show planned, great guests. And I have got so much stuff to give away to you, the people, as a thank you for all the love and support you've shown me for the years. So please make sure you show up in 2 weeks for my birthday bash extravaganza. I look forward to it. Before we bring Alan on, I'll remind everybody out there, please click the link tree that's pinned in the description, in the chat, or down in the description below, and go support my advertisers, sponsors, and preferred retail partners. They all help continue to keep the programming going on the show, and your help goes a long way in continuing to make sure that we can do all this great stuff that we do, like all these great giveaways. So go use those promo codes that are only available to my viewers out there, and save yourself some coinage when you place your order. I mean, why not? I'm thinking of you, saving you money. What more could you want? A lot of great shops that I have in there, which includes some shops that sell the cigars by our guest tonight. So let's bring on my guest tonight. Of course, I already introduced him from Family by Loyalty Cigars. He is the co-owner of the brand, Alan Sanabria. My brother, welcome.
Hey, man. How you guys doing today, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you, man. And, of course,
it's been a while. It's been a while since we were on this live, man.
I know. You've been out there busy. You've been grinding it out, man, and glad to finally have a little bit of time to catch up because you got a lot of things going on with the brand. And I'm excited to tell all the people about it, man, because this has been stuff that's been like two plus years in the making to get it to where, man, everything's about ready to happen. So for the people who don't know you out there, I'll hand it over to you to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the brand before we get started.
Sure. So, hey, guys. Well, if you don't know, I'm Alan Sanabria. I'm one of the owners of Family by Loyalty Cigars. And, we're here just to make cigars that, honestly, that we love, but it's for you guys. Cigars that are full of flavor, take you on a journey, take you on a road to a wonderful smoking journey that you just can't describe in words. Like, that is our goal for every time we smoke with our cigars. Our goal is not to fill you with nicotine, but to calm your mind and help you meditate and just enjoy life. So that's a little bit about us and our brand. As far as what's coming up, man, we got some new lines coming up soon. Right now, we're trying to get more feedback. Since the first time when we created our first 5 lines, we did that based on our palates and some of our friends, our close friends. This time around, we're doing it based on our palates as well, but this time we're going to get a lot more feedback, right? From the community, feedback from the store owners, feedback from people like my brother right here, Mr. Ravenelli himself, right? To see where these cigars are going to take us next. So we were planning on to get them out sooner, but they'll be coming out sometime either about later on this year or early next year. But they're going to be floating around the atmosphere in the next month or so. So keep an eye out there because you're going to see us talking about our cigars and the lines that are coming up.
That is awesome. Good. Yeah, we got the man, the myth himself there, Mr. John Aldi, coming in. Glad to see you. You heeded to the message in the group text. Good for you. Troy, good to see you, my man. Glad that you're here. Out there. Yeah. So, I met you at PCA 2022. And, man, we hit it off like immediately, bro. Like, I really felt like I know you for years. You know, the chill, the vibe, the atmosphere that we had hanging out. I'm just like, I can totally get down with this guy, and I fell in love with your cigars, and really since then it's been a beautiful beautiful relationship.
Yeah, no, the feeling's always been mutual, right? You know what? One thing I wanted to talk about there, you know, Danny's been huge for this community. I know, like, it's coming his birthday bash, which, you know, I can't wait to see what you do there, bro. Because, you know, I'm hearing about it now, but can't wait to see what you do. But Danny's been doing a lot for this community, for the cigar community, especially for the smaller brands. From where we started out to where we are today, Danny's been a huge part of that process. And John's on the call has been a massive part of this process in the past year, man. Let me tell you. And another person, Bill Reiner, right? We have a great sales team behind us, and a team just in general, because everyone believes in the brand, believes in me, my brother, right? And we believe in y'all, right? We know all the love you give us, and all the feedback and the guidance, and you know how I am, bro. I take everything to heart, and I try to move things forward and make the best that we could do. And right now we have, you know, lines that are coming out. They're gonna be a little bit friendly in your pocket. We'll have lines that are coming out. They're gonna be maybe a little bit more than the current ones. And just to let you guys know, for those of you trying to save money right now, you know, Toro Cigars is pretty much our exclusive online for us when they come into the box press. But they also carry not only the box press, they carry all of our boxes, the new ones, as well as the bundle refills. So if you want to save money, instead of buying the boxes, you get the bundles as well.
There you go. Oh my goodness, it's the legend himself, Bob the Cigar Guy. My man. Oh, I love that guy. Good to see you. And Troy, oh, you're simulcasting us over on your page. Excellent. Thank you.
Also, you know what happened recently. Boston Jimmy from Stogie Press, he rated us a 98, at least on the box press on the Frecky.
Really? That's awesome, man. Glad to hear it. I am smoking the Frecky tonight, but not the box press. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna get to your way, and I apologize for that. That was a miscommunication between us internally.
That's all. Hey, man, it's all right. You know, having the ability to smoke some of the newer stuff that you've been working on over the last couple of years out there, you know, the process, watching your process and trying to build this kind of your newer line where you're trying to keep a lot of the essence from what made the brand its brand, but also to achieve something different, you know, whether going for something exclusive or for something budget to try and provide still the same quality smoking experience that people were used to smoking your core line.
Well, I mean, listen, it's been always important for us to expand the horizons, right? When we first started out, we were trying to come at the middle ground, right? We were trying to kind of like wow people and say, hey, look what we can do. We're the new guys in town. Look what we can do, right? But now we realize with the economy, listen, I've been affected by the economy. I know a lot of people have been affected by the economy, right? So I decided with my partner, like, man, we need to create a line that's a little bit more friendly on the pockets, right? But still keep our signature, right? Which is full flavor, right? Transitions, changes, maybe not as many as the core line, right? But still following that pattern. And you already tasted a couple of them, and I already know you're a fan of a couple of them.
I am. You know, you got to cut the couple of them that I smoked when you told me, you know, like I almost tried to fight you when you said this is going to be a budget. So I'm like, there's no way you can make this a budget. Like I was ready to fight you when you said that. I was like, you can't do that. But I gotta say, the stuff coming down on more of the budget-friendly budget line stuff, honestly, you're gonna think that the retail shop has it priced incorrectly when you smoke it. Like, ain't no way it's gonna cost this much. Like it is so good.
And I appreciate that. And you know me, I trust your palate, right? Another thing that you haven't tried yet, because I'm waiting for them to get here. Look, I have a large order coming in of these blends, right? So essentially, I haven't played the big order for these blends are still sitting over there, right? But these right now are just for basically people to try out. I want like honest, raw feedback, right? And I know you're gonna give that to me. So what you tried out when you were with me, one of the great cigars that wasn't part of the budget line, but was more part of the exclusive line, is the 2001 C, right? The Knicks. Now, as it aged, it got milder, right? So then we had two more slight alternative blends created for us, right? Of that same blend. Once we let that age, it was just right. So I can't wait to get that to you. We should be getting those in the next couple of weeks, but I can't wait to get that to you because then you're gonna be like, wow, like really, wow.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So where did the real idea to come out to expand the line come from? Like, how long of a process did you think about that before you actually started pulling the trigger on it?
Well, listen, I obviously have quite a few friends here in the cigar industry and telling me things what they're working on, and one of the ideas people were giving me, like, man, you need to create a line that's more budget friendly. Look how the economy's moving, and it sparked the idea in my head. And then I spoke to our lead designer, which Francesco, right? And Francesco and I started bouncing ideas, and that was it. It was like, okay, well, all right, we have the names of the lines, right? Just like we always do now, right? But like we did last time, we blended first and they came with the names afterwards, right? But as we were in DR blending, the whole idea was, how do we create good, still enjoying cigars, but budget friendly? Because it's hard, because we're still a company. We still need to make a profit, guys, right? And being that we don't own the factory, we don't own the farm, right? We have to be careful in how we move in order to provide you great tasting cigars at a good value.
I think that's important too, and coming with the new line, are you sticking with the same sizes with the pipe size, the Robusto and the Gran Toro, or are you expanding into other areas for it to be more open than the exclusivity side?
Just for the budget line, we're coming out with the first size of 52 by 6.
Okay.
Right? That's it right now. Just one size. One size I could give you guys, this, right? I'll just say the wrapper. Yeah, one is gonna be a San Andres, and one is gonna be a Connecticut. So,
the two most popular wrapper flavors out there for individual smokers.
But here's the funny part: you've smoked them both, and both of them shocked you, right? At least the Connecticut shocked you.
Yes, because I wanted to fight you on the Connecticut. I thought that you should have made that one on your exclusive line. It was so good, and I'm just like, hey, no way, I can't. And I even told you when we were sitting on that patio, I go, with good conscience, I can't let you sell this as a budget stick. I couldn't, but I got to tell the people out there, it is a.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have to say anything else. I mean, it's that good, and and the fact that it's coming in at as part of the budget line out there to be a little safer on your wallet. It's a fantastic smoke.
Oh, it is. Trust me. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about was that for those of you who have smoked my cigars since the beginning, I appreciate you guys. And for those of you who haven't tried them as of the past 2 months, you need to try them. The reason is because, Blackbird has done an amazing job from transitioning factories now to their huge factory, right? Number one. Number two, they're buying container loads of leaves and aging them for a long time. So the Frecky that before, it's not exactly the same Frecky now. More robust in flavor and in strength. Fenrir, same thing, more robust in flavor, like so much more robust in flavor.
I do pick up. That's the one thing I did notice as I've been smoking this, is that the Frecky is coming across a bit more fuller on the palate, and the pepper is smacking, like it's hitting heavier than it normally does in this. So definitely, and I just thought, man, must have got one that sat for a little bit longer before I got it, but.
Or I have to give credit where credit's due. Blackbird has done an amazing part in the process now, perfecting the process on the aging, right, and the quality control now. And I can say that our cigars now are even better than they were before. Like even Boston Jimmy was telling me the same things as every one of the cigars that I tasted. What I remember back at TPE when you first came out, till now, he's like, it's night and day, right?
Yeah. Well, I've seen the growth personally within the brand and getting out there, and I think that it's a testament to that never give up, that never quit attitude in there, and like your tagline is that that you have out there. You have got a lot of great people who are working for you, who are giving you their blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah,
to make sure that the brand
it's
gets out there to everybody.
it is so true. And I mean, like, besides yourself, like, you've done this so much for us. We have John Aldi on the call, right? We have Bill Reiner, right? Those two guys themselves have done an amazing, phenomenal job, with the brand. And I love them like brothers. They love me like brothers, whether it was sales rep or not. Because John and I were friends before he did anything, just like you and I were friends, right? You know how it is for me. My
Yeah.
family. My family is the most important thing to me because what we do for each other, right? How we take care of each other, how we have each other's back. And you've seen it.
Yeah,
You live it. You lived it with us.
I have. I've lived it with you guys making fun of me and taking videos of me while I was half passed out drunk, which violating my
Bro, because
violating my
you're a
personal
party man.
space there.
You're a party animal, bro.
Not
You're a party animal. The rest of us are old as hell. We're all like knocked out, exhausted, tired. You're like out there 3 a.m.
shit.
You're a party animal, man.
No, I'm not. I can only do that like once a year. So, I give myself one night to basically kind of let loose, and then after that, I'm like, yeah, now I remember why I don't do this anymore.
Everybody thinks because I have the young face that I can hang. I can't hang. I'm too old for that shit.
I know. Well, I got to start acting up. I'm starting to get some gray in my beard, so
Oh,
I got to start acting my age. The gray didn't show up until the kid came. When the kid came, all of a sudden, I lost this, this beautiful mane that I had going out there.
yeah. Well, just to get back on, what we're talking about for in the brand. So, guys, look, we have 5 core lines. I mean, well, technically we have 4 now because Skull's kind of taking a break until we get more Kubra, right? But we have the box press of the Frecky out there. We're about to have 2 more to 3 budget line sticks, and at least 1 more to 2 more premium line sticks coming out, all in the next 6 to 9 months, man.
The Frecky, which is a fantastic, what I'm smoking. Of course, the Jerry, which is one of my fan favorites out there. The Hattie, Jerry. Oh, I'm sorry, Frenner. And then of course Skull, which is on a break, and I only got a couple of Skulls left. I've been trying to savor them because I don't know when I'm going to be able to.
It's funny about you say that. I have for my own personal stash, I only have like 12 left. I've been smoking like once a month, and every time I just like, please, Blackbird, get more Cooper, please. It's like, please, I want the cigar back.
I bought the last fiver that they had from Luxury Cigar Club, and I've been savoring it because I'm like, I got 2 left, and now we're pushing almost a year now since I bought that last fiver that they had, and I'm like, I really need it because that's my jam. But I have in every size, I have a favorite cigar in each one of your sizes in the core line between the pipe size, the Robusto, and the Grand Toro out there. I have a favorite one. Every single one of these, I gravitate to in a certain size because it's like. I like it in the pipe size, but in the Robusto, it hits my palate right. I don't like it in the Robusto or the pipe size, but in the Grand Tour, it's fantastic.
You know what I want to talk to you about right now? What do you think about changing the name of the pipe size cigar?
Well, I mean, it's fitting for, because you guys manufacture the gorgeous handcrafted wooden cigar pipes. that you're not going to find anywhere else and are 10 times better than any other brand that has theirs out there or
Bro,
claims.
did you even notice the picture I posted in the WhatsApp group that we're part of a few days ago? With
not
with
yet.
He made a top cap, one of the top hats, as the friggin' cap for the pipe, bro, out of African blackwood.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Now I gotta pull this up and take a gander at it. Yeah. So I've got. Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Yes, he's an artist, bro. My
Ernie
partner is an artist.
Ernie is an artist. Wow, that's awesome. That is honest. He is an artist.
The reason I bring up the question about the pipe is because it seems like some people are adverse to buying the pipe cigar because they feel like they have to have a pipe to smoke it, which makes no logical sense to me. I get why they see the name's called pipe size. So, but if you look at the cigar, you could tell. You see the dimensions of the cigar. You could tell you don't need a pipe to smoke the cigar.
No, you don't. And I mean, you could go with what it really is, which is a Rothschild, if you wanted to call it that, and get away from it. But I can see where maybe some consumers come into it. I mean, because it was a cigar that was designed for that, but not necessarily what you have to use it for. But I mean, if you wanted to change it, I guess you could go with what it is, which is a Rothschild. So,
yeah, well, we had some ideas as one of our lead sales rep has been toiling with us, and I'll tell you offline, but it's something that we're thinking about.
You could go fancy and go with like a petite Robusto. Sounds fancy.
Here's a little tidbit. The next premium line won't be Nordic mythology.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So for those of you out there thinks the next one's be Nordic, it's not going to be Nordic this time.
Okay. So, and is that going to be with both the more of the luxury line and with the budget line, going with two different routes? Okay.
Budget line's not even this time mythology.
Okay. All right.
This time is based on a way of thinking, if I could put it that way.
Okay. And of course, you guys had the rebranding last year with the logo on it, which I love. I mean, it's badass.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the box, guys. Look
at that. I mean, that's eye catching. It looks so good. It clean. The finish on the box is like nice.
Right. Here's the box press box of the Frecky.
That looks so good.
It's so delicious.
Yeah, it is. It is. And of course, if you see them in the box at the retail shop, the boxes have the little description on the inside of the box that tells you about the cigar and the blending on it. So if you're curious and want to know.
And if you guys want to know where you can get the box pressed, the only place to get them online is on Toro Cigar Company. And they have the bundle refills, which will save you maybe $7 or $8.
There you go. That's awesome. Man, I just, I've loved watching and seeing the brand, really over the 2 years since I got introduced to you, almost 2.5 years now.
Yep.
Seeing how the brand has just kind of grown from where it was at to now, it's out there. People know about the brand. People know about you. They know about, it's out there. If I mention the name, people know, no, I don't have people now going, I never heard of them before. Like people know. And I think that's one of those signs that you've really kind of made it that when the masses start going, yeah, I know them. I've heard of them. Been out there. You've been featured in a couple of the monthly cigar clubs out there.
Yeah.
But between Luxury Cigar Club and of course Black Box Cigar Club.
Yep. Yep. And Stogie Bird was one of the first supporters as well. and King Cigar Club as well is another one. No, listen, the brand has grown. We're listen. I'm proud, and I'm proud of the family I've made. And let me tell you, half the family in our team is all family members we met up through IG. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that it's just I think it's you because you've got that personality and you really draw people into you. Like you want to talk I want to talk to you. And when and especially
I
at the
appreciate it,
trade
brother.
shows, people want to talk to you. And I think that that's good, and you made waves, at PCA this year with your shirt. Like people were like, "Oh, you got that shirt." People were coming by the booth because of that genius branding, and it caught people's eye because everybody on Instagram and Facebook was sharing that post.
Yeah. No, listen. I want to give a huge shout out to Francesco, right? Yeah, it was my idea with the fuck around and find out, but it was his artistry that made that come alive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like the shirt right now. See?
Yeah, that shirt's just badass.
Right.
You really got to get that merch
this
out.
this design's from our boy.
That's nice. I love the white hat. Like I wear that white hat all the time. It just looks good. It's just clean. It's like nice. It catches people's eyes. I wore it the last time I went to a cigar lounge. I wore the hat and people were like, I'm like, oh, you've never heard of them before? Oh, And of course, most of what I had in my little travel case here, I gave out to people. And I'm like, oh, try it. Like, oh, no, I don't got any more. But I love seeing that brand explode and grow because it really is a beautiful thing to see when more and more people have gotten on board. People who may have blown you off or didn't give you a second thought now want to be part of the family.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. It's funny how it plays like that. Listen, people that I've contacted when I first started, that I sent samples out when I first started, and completely ignored me, have been texting me, hey, I would like to get your latest price list, please. I want to see if I can bring you in now. Oh, okay. After like completely ignoring my text, not anything. And let me tell you guys, this game is hard. This game's not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy. It's all fun and games. You see people going out, hanging out, yeah, man. But it's not easy. But it's still fun, though. You know why it's still fun? Because the camaraderie. It's still fun because of the people that you meet. It's still fun because you never know you're gonna meet your best friend next.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the best things about this cigar business that I would take with me, that I love about it. No matter any of the hardships I've gone through, man, that's one of the best things about the cigar business. Be able to go to lounge and meet somebody new, meet somebody who I've never met in person, just by chance.
Yeah. That's always been really what the community's been about. And you've kind of gone from that consumer side to now being that owner side. But at the end of the day, one thing that another brand has told me, and I know about you, you're also a consumer too. It's just you're not smoking your stash exclusively. You're out there. Nope. You're out there trying other people's stuff. You're supporting your friends who also own businesses in the industry. It's just 100%. Not. It's just 100%. Not family by loyalty 100% of the time. I mean, you're out there. You're out there supporting all your friends. You're buying other brands. You're trying somebody. Just like we do in the community. I tell you, man, have you tried this cigar from some? No, I haven't. Dude, I got some. I'm going to send you. You got to try it, man, because this.
And you know me, man. I love that, right? I love trying new cigars. It is, guys, I don't smoke mine exclusively. Trust me. I love my cigars. Don't get me wrong, but I'm always trying somebody else's cigars, and I have my own favorites from other brands that I always have in my humidor. I always do. I have cigars from Apostate. I have cigars from Blackwork Studios, man. I have cigars from Osvaldo, right? I have cigars still in my humidor that I smoke constantly, that from other brands.
Yeah, I think that's and that's kind of the beautiful thing about kind of coming into the industry as not being born into it, but being a consumer from the outside, is that you have you have really what you loved, and that you can really model your brand and what you want after things that you've enjoyed to try and you're garnering that same, now you're kind of garnering that same success, but
Yeah, I
at the end of
mean
the day, you're still a consumer.
that was the key though. The key was, and that's the key to our design concepts. That's the key to our branding. That's the key to our blending. Is I'm the consumer. I know how picky I am, Danny. You and I are both are real picky smokers. You know that. And I had to blend something that I loved because my hope and prayer was that at least most people like some of the stuff that I blend because of how picky I am with cigars, right? Because I'm not a nicotine fiend. I smoke truly for the experience. That is the only reason I smoke cigars. Is truly for the experience, to relax, to meditate, to be in the moment, to chill.
But the one thing about your blends, core line, we'll go back to
Yep.
the core line on that, is that you have a lot that's going on with the cigar that keeps your mouth constantly engaged. If you're a person that likes to sit there and really think about the blending on it, and you really like to try and figure out the flavor profiles, like every single one of your cigars constantly has something going on. There's always dancing going on your tongue with no matter with whichever one you're smoking. And again, I have favorite ones in different sizes that I like that do that for me. And so I just don't exclusively buy one size. I buy all three sizes because I like certain ones in each size, and that's what does it for me. And that's what I love and enjoy about the cigars.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, as I said, right? I blend for the palate. I don't want to be bored, guys. Like I get bored easily. People have seen me throw away 3/4 of the cigar full, almost. I have barely touched it because I just don't enjoy it, right? I'm the type of person that if I'm smoking a cigar, I want to enjoy it, and I get bored easily. But the cigar gives me the same tune from beginning to halfway point. I'm bored. It's gonna go. It's gonna go away. It's time for my next cigar. It's just how I'm built. I don't know how to say. I don't know what else to say to you guys.
Yeah,
So that's the reason why I blend the way I blend. I blend to keep my palate entertained.
you got ADHD like the rest of us have out there, and
Yeah.
and I have found that probably over the last 5 or 6 years, I've gravitated to more cigars that change and transition and different uniqueness, and I found more of that in boutique cigars for at least the last 20. I've been smoking cigars now for almost 25 years. For about 18 of those years have been exclusively small and boutique brands, and I found that those are the brands that you do that for me, is that there's uniqueness and creativity in the blends, and it's just not a flat throughout or a slide here. No, there's ups and downs, and really, you're climbing a mountain with a lot of those. And yours, I'm it is a total, it's a Mount Everest of flavors that you put on there.
And I appreciate that. And it's always the goal. I mean, it's what the master blender at Blackbird always says to me and to everybody around me. He says, he's complicated. This guy is so complicated. Because every time I come there, I'm like, you gotta entertain me. Right? It's time to entertain me, right? Because I get bored too easily.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us do, and more so the last 5 or 6 years, I've really found that the smaller brands have done that for me. Is they've hit that need of wanting something different, wanting to challenge my brain, because I'm a person that likes to figure out the flavor profile and make it a game, a contest to challenge my palate.
Yeah.
And the bigger brands really don't challenge my palate, which is why I don't really smoke them. The smaller blends challenge me, and I love that challenge. And when we had you on the Tuesday show last year or a year and a half ago on there, and that was the one thing that I told Ryan at the time was it's going to give your palate a workout because you're really going to be challenged in what you taste in these cigars, and that's and that his mind was blown on that when he lit that up because I kept telling him, he's like, I don't know, man, I don't know, I've heard things. I'm like, don't listen to what you've heard, man. I'm telling you, this cigar is going to change you and how you think about cigars because it is a mental workout for your brain, for your palate.
I always tell people, look, don't judge my brand because I'm a new boutique brand. Don't judge my brand because the factory I make my cigars out of. Because Blackbird is our main factory, but we are also trying to make blends with Ish, right? And we'll probably do other factories in the future. Judge us for the work that we put out, right? And judge us for the cigars that we create, for the art, for the, how do I want to put it, for the art that we love. We want to just bring it to you.
Yeah. Your cigars speak for themselves, and they stand on their own. And I think that that's something that will never be replicated out there, is that you've provided so much difference and uniqueness to the cigar that, it's one of the reasons why I fell in love with the cigar. Plus the story behind the blend and the brands talking to you, and then you as a person. It all intertwines for me into an enjoyable experience out there that I'm like, man, I really like this cigar.
I appreciate it, man.
I would probably, if you were a dick, I'd probably still like the cigar, but not as much.
That's funny, man.
It just kind of goes with it, how it
like
is.
I said, a lot of good things are coming along. Wait till you guys out there start hearing some noise in the next few weeks as we start delivering some of these samples out to the media, to people to try out, because you're gonna see, man. We're gonna deliver a budget line, sub $10. That's gonna taste pretty damn good.
I can speak on it that yes, it will. That Connecticut is so good, man. It's so good, and I'm just. I'm happy for people out there that are looking for more of a budget-friendly stick or getting to enjoy it. But I'm also angry that it's also a budget stick because I'm like, dude, this is a $20 stick all day long. I can't let you sell this as a budget stick. Oh, but y'all are gonna love it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's so good.
The stick that I'm really, really, really excited about is next. To be honest. You haven't tasted the other two versions yet, and I need to get them to your hands as soon as I get them so that you could feel what I feel, and then you can let me know exactly how you feel, because I'm telling you right now, it was absolutely phenomenal. Every time he sent me 10 of each, and I think I smoked 8 of each, gave only 2 to Ernie for each one to get for himself, how much I loved it.
So when did this year at PCA you had a really good show, and it really, you kind of got lost into the spotlight a little bit with the shirt, and then a lot of new accounts. But that 30 days after the event, a lot of the brands that were undecisive, did a lot of them end up jumping on board after they had a chance to decompress from the trade show and actually smoke the cigar on a cleaner palate?
Well, actually, a lot of companies were waiting for our cigars to arrive because they took a little longer than we expected. We told everybody at least 90 days. It took almost 120 days, right? So what we did notice is that once the box press and the cigar started hitting the shop for the PCA orders, literally since July till almost end of September, we're getting reorders every week, right? That they were just moving. Because even though Toro's a premium online for the box press, we had a few local shops that had them within the Tennessee area, Indiana area, South Carolina area, and they were moving.
Are you still getting out there a little bit and on your cross country tour?
Well, we took a break for quite a while, so now we're actually getting on next week. Next week we'll be heading over to Tennessee. My wife and I are going over there for an event that we're going to have over there at Holy Smokes. So on the 22nd, we'll be over there at Holy Smokes in Tennessee with Bill Reiner, and we're going to have a great time over there. So this will be our first road trip in a while. And then we have one coming up in November, going to Virginia, hanging out with our brothers from the Toro Cigar Company and the Veterans of the Leaf and all our brothers from over there. So we're going to be hanging out in Virginia for a few days.
That's
and
awesome.
At PCA, we're not going to go with the booth. If we go to PCA, we're going as basically regular people like everybody else.
So you've decided to shut down the PCA a little bit for the year?
At least this year. At least this year. Because you got to think, as you know, we've been vocal about it, right? The rebranding costs a lot of money, so we have to be very careful, right? We're focused on sales right now, orders and our new blends, right? So we want to get those out there, keep pushing that out, and then look forward for the next following year.
There, all right. There you go. So that's what you can expect from Family by Loyalty coming up over the next few months is the box press and then the budget line. And
well, the box press is already out there, guys. Get your hands on it, try it out. Trust me. Toro has 5 packs. You can buy them singles. They've been moving like hotcakes. Literally, first 1,000 went done in almost a month and a half. First 1,000 sticks, and we have another 2,000 just arrived. So
that's awesome.
They're moving.
That's awesome. So that's good. And so you got that. So you're a guy whose brain's constantly working out there.
Yes.
You're working on the exclusive line. You're working on the budget line. But what you working on something else for after that?
Right now, that's our main focus right now. Right now, it's our budget line and our next premium line. Because we do have a few other premium lines that you know about that we tasted, but we're still tweaking those to be better, right? I found some inconsistencies, and you know how I am. I don't want to provide something out there that I'm not proud of, right? So I'm still tweaking the other 2 lines that we have blended out there that, are really good, but I got to fix some things with them first.
Hey, okay. All right.
Right. So right now it's about enjoying the experience, guys. Try out our blends. If you tried out Frecky before, try them now. Trust me, it's different. There's a reason why he got 98. There's a reason why he changed his original rating from an 88, I think it was, to a 98. It's a lot different. It's night and day. Even Fenrir, it's night and day. Hati is night and day, and Jerry too.
And I could see how that box press really could make a big change to that cigar, opening up that airflow to it.
It's not just the box press. It's what I said to you earlier. It's what Blackbird has done on their end, right? With the new factory and the fact they buy enough tobacco now to last for a long time, container loads at a time, and their process now, they have literally upped their own blends, our blends, and everybody else's blends that they're doing. So the quality of the tobacco, the quality of the rolling process, the aging process has all improved. All has drastically improved. That being said, because of that, you as the consumer are getting the benefit of that. So the same cigar, same tobacco, aged, rolled, proper process, it is, like I tell you, you'll find out for yourself.
I think you all should. I mean, it's a brand I'm sold on. And, I got sold from the first one I smoked, and then hanging out, chilling with Alan, really, really kind of solidified it for me because I was, again, and I was one of those skeptics because I listened to, I kind of listened to what some people had said, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll try it. Look, I haven't smoked one before, but I'll try it. People who I know have said, and I'm like, you know what? I got to smoke it for myself. My palate's different than other people's palate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try it for myself. And then I try. I'm like, okay, this is a banger. Those guys don't know what they're talking about. Maybe you got a bad one. I don't know, but dude, this stick's banger. So yeah, I'm really, and I was just like, okay, I gotta talk more to this guy. I gotta find out more about this because it was just kind of like you flagging me down and here, I need you to smoke this. So I was like, okay, yeah, okay,
I
all
remember
right,
that. I remember that.
yeah. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll smoke it. And he's like, did you smoke it? Not yet. No, I need you to smoke it right now. Okay, 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 okay. What do you think? I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's good. Let me get into it a little bit. You're just staring at me. You're like, come on.
Hey, you know me, man. Yeah, I'm Hawk, bro.
I know. It's just staring at me. Just staring at me as we're sitting at the circle bar. You're like, come on. What do you think? I need to know. I'm like, okay. Yeah. It's a good stick, man. It's a really good stick. It's what I want, man. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. Yes. Like, dude, this guy's a five, man. I like this guy.
And I was drinking a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Let's say a little bit. In my ear, like, I knew you'd like it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh shit.
You gotta buy me a drink first if you can get that close to my ear, all right?
Hey, listen.
But yeah, it was a great experience, and with your personality and your vibe, it really kind of, it really made the experience more enjoyable for me, and that's kind of when I got sold. I was really sold, and then I did that quick little 5-minute interview with you, and then I got to bring you on the show and really tell more people about this. And I'm sorry that it's been 2 years since you were on last, but look, I'm a man in demand, man. The show gets
Hey,
booked
listen.
up quickly.
I'm used to you telling me, hey man, you want to get on? I'm like, I figured you would let me know. But as I let you know, I got these new things coming on, so I'm gonna be letting you know as soon as things arrive when you get them, so we get on live again and talk about them.
Yeah, for sure. I think that you have really, I really can taste the difference in this cigar. I really can, because it's a cigar I smoke a lot of.
Wait,
And
I'm telling you, wait until you get the box press in your hands. Trust me, and the new Grand Toro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna watch you smoke each of those, and you're gonna tell me, you're gonna call me and be like,
I, you're probably right. You're probably right. I may have to fuck with you a little bit and go, I don't know about this shit. Are you sure? You sure you told me that this was banging, dude?
listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys real quick what happened when the next shipment of cigars came in July. I said I immediately opened up a bundle of everything, and I started smoking. Right, see how they taste immediately. And the first one I grabbed was the Frecky, and it was a box press, and I was like, dude, this shit is. I was like so happy. I was just smiling, side to side, just smiling. Then I grabbed a Fenrir, and I was like, what the fuck? It can't be that much better. Like, it really cannot be that much more flavorful. And I smoked the hell out of it. I'm like, all right, okay, Jerry. What the fuck? I was just like, I smoked them all, right? I waited about a week, then I called Jonas. So, what the fuck changed? I want to know right now. What the fuck changed? And he started laughing, cracking up. He's like, bro, the blend is the blend. It's the process. Remember, old factory, new factory, aging process, how we buy now, right? Blackbird's totally invested in making the brand grow, the factory grow. So they really have turned over a new leaf, per se, right?
Yeah.
So it's really like I love my blends. I really, really love my blends.
So, with the issue with getting Kubre for the skull, is there going to be kind of an alternative that you may add into that core line or something temporary to feed the need that I may have.
Well, the thing is, I can't feed
I
you in
don't care
Cuba
about the
right
rest
now.
of the people out
Yeah,
there.
I mean,
This is about me. All right.
I actually think the Knicks, the one I told you about, the alternate blend that I blended with Papo, the one you haven't tried yet, at least the alternate one. I think that's really gonna hit that spot. I mean, to be honest, like when I smoke it, I want to smoke it back to back to back. I want to keep just lighting the next one up. Like that's how much I enjoy it.
That's how I am when with the Grand Toro Skull. Like it's
Yeah.
like that stick is like my jam, and it
Trust
just
me, I had one last week, and that's exactly how I felt. I was like,
it's just it's something about that size, that it's just it comes across the palate so different than it does in the pipe size or in the Robusto.
it's
It
that
just
robust chocolate flavor, intense chocolate flavor that
oh
only
yeah.
a Cuba Brazil can do for you, right?
Yeah, it's just there. It's so good. That
Yeah.
chocolate, that creaminess,
Mhm.
that 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 nuttiness. That's all. It's like one of those dark chocolate almond Hershey bars. Is how I've explained it to people. But
Listen,
it's only in that Grand Toro size. You don't get that same flavor buildup that you get in the other size. It's just that, which is why I love smoking that one in that size. Like, there's a reason why that cigar was in my top 10 in
yeah.
2022 was because, like, it just the way that stick hit. And people were telling me, I didn't get that. I go, did you get it in the Grand Toro? No, you got to smoke it in the Grand Toro. The other flavors ain't going to give you that. It's only in that size.
Yeah, listen, it's one of my favorite sticks. Trust me, when I smoke once a month, it's like I'm so happy at the same time I'm so sad because like I realize I don't have any more. My stash is going away. But yes, I don't want to add to the core line, not yet. Right now, I want to wait for the Cooper to come through. But that's the reason why for the Knicks, though. The Knicks is going to fill in that little gap, that need for something a little bit more flavorful, right? Because the Skull was that really like the any time of day cigar Skull was, right? It didn't matter if it was breakfast time, after dinner, before dinner. It was just an enjoyable stick, no matter what time of day.
Yeah.
Right? And this stick that we're blending right now, it's really that stick, but with more oomph. That's the difference, right? What we're blending right now is with a little more oomph, right? But the flavor profile is just, again, for my palate, I literally could keep smoking it back to back, chimney, back to back to back.
Me too. I could too. It is a delicious stick, and I know some of you that are watching now are like, "Well, I gotta get it." Well, if you can find it, you better grab them, because if I find them on any website, I'm gonna get them. That's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go down like that, because it just hits so different. Like I said, different sizes, and they kind of go with. It's just how they work.
I'm telling you, once you get your hands on the new Knicks, you're gonna call me. You're gonna be like, "This is it."
It is. I have the Frecky here in the Robusto, and the Frecky and the Robusto is my jam. I I'll smoke this on the Robusto all day long. The Hattie.
I
And the
wonder. I wonder if you're gonna tell me the same thing when I send you the new Grand Toro of the Frecky. I wonder.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll try it out. I don't have a problem with the Frecky and the Grand Toro at all. It's
No, I
just
know that, but I'm just
Busto is just kind of where it hits my palate.
But with the new blends that came out, with the Frecky being, the new aging process and whatnot from Blackbird, I could tell you that the cigar really tastes that much better. Like Frecky was definitely one of my favorite sticks. For me, it's always been the Jerry. I love the Jerry. But when this blend came out, the Frecky, I was like chain smoking an entire bundle, right? Just because like it was that good. It was just like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah. The Hattie and the Jerry I like in the pipe size, but I also like the Jerry and the Grand Toro as well.
I love Hati in the Grand Toro because it takes you on that journey. Hati in the pipe size just wants to punch you right in the damn gut. Like, here you go. This is who I am.
That's what I love. And of course, and you're using one of your cigar pipes. For the people out there, if you're wondering what he's holding, smoking on, that's one of the handcrafted wood pipes that his partner Ernie makes. By that's what makes it that's what makes these pipes so amazing is the craftsmanship that goes into the handcrafted wood, and of course the lighter that I sent you.
Yep. It's always run out of butane though. These things, man, they always run out so quickly.
Yeah, do do you find that the sales with the pipes themselves, are those
Actually,
each item that get picked up, or are there multiple retail shops that do carry them in? Or are they made to order?
They're all made to order, but that's actually changing. Right now, we're having shops that have already sold out pipes at their shops at consignment, and we have other shops that are already within the next 2 weeks are literally ordering 10 pipes for them to sell at their shops. So our pipes are getting some recognition, right? And they are actually being sold pretty well, better than we expected as far as the shops. And they're all handmade, right? They're all handmade by my business partner. And I'll tell you guys right now, our prices will start going up, at least for our custom designs, because a lot of hard work my partner puts into it, and his designs are one of a kind, literally each and every one of them. And the last picture I sent you, you saw that. I mean, tell me that's not phenomenal what he did with the African Blackwood with the cap.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It is literally a work of art. Like you go put it in a museum.
Yeah, so the things that my partner is doing is absolutely amazing, and shop owners are starting to see that. So it's definitely picking up.
That's good, out there, because they're always. That's the one thing, like at the booths, at the trade shows, is that's the one thing that is eye catching for a lot of shop owners, because they walk by and they see those pipes, and it immediately brings them to the booth to talk, whether it be about the pipes themselves or them getting an introduction.
Listen, Ernie made a pipe that has spikes coming all around it. Beautiful. Could be used not only to smoke your cigar, but as a weapon.
I saw you guys when you guys were doing your interview there with Humo Latino on there, and Ernie's like, why is Ernie so serious? How come he's not chilled and laid back? You're smiling, and it's like
he's camera shy. You know what it is?
Ernie's all serious, and then he's answering the questions in his serious voice.
And but you know the other side of Ernie, right? You know the happy-go-lucky side of Ernie.
What's up, Manny? Good to see you. Yeah, I know that other side of Ernie very well. On there, the fun-loving Ernie. But yeah, you see him in that interview, and he's all tight and tense, and he's got his man voice going and serious on that, and you're yeah, and I tuned in to watch because I want to support you on there, so I'm going to tune in, and then I had to be in the comments being a smartass,
I remember that
about Ernie, and then you told Ernie what I said, and then he cracked a smile. Yeah, I'm like, come on, Ernie, you gotta loosen it up, man.
A lot of people don't even know him, right? Because he's in the background. But all my blends, Ernie's there with me, right? He's part of the blending process. He's an intricate part of the blending process. Obviously, he is the designer and artist of the pipes, right? And even though you may see him sometimes serious on interviews, catch him with a couple of drinks in the system and some music, and we all know the other side of him.
It is. And master woodworker, genius when it comes to how he just forms and makes the wood. And the thing with the other cigar pipes out there is that they don't have what you have, which is that handcrafted touch, and the fact that they're designed that when you get down into like this part right here, into that cherry part, you can't really smoke those other pipes anymore. You run that risk of damage. You can smoke that thing to complete ash in your guys' pipes
all the time, right?
all the time.
All the time. It's just about, enjoying that cigar all the way to the end.
Yeah,
And for
and
those
you're
of you
missing
guys,
out on a lot of that deliciousness.
I know it's hard to see on my phone, guys, but this is what it kind of looks like.
Yeah,
The top hat.
it's so awesome. It looks so good. Yeah, yeah, it looks really good. Ernie did a fantastic job with that. I mean,
Well, listen, there's gonna be some videos coming soon, man. We're gonna do some custom videos of Ernie making a pipe, the whole process behind it. Francesco's gonna be back from Italy actually this week, so we're gonna be getting together soon. So expect some new content coming on real soon, in the next week or so, and you guys gonna see some amazing things coming on soon. Trust.
Yeah, man.
Even a sneak peek, probably on how the band's gonna look for the budget line and for Knicks.
That's awesome. I think I am really excited for this, man. I'm really excited for the customer base out there to smoke that budget line because I think you're gonna smoke it and you're gonna feel like you're taking advantage of Allen and shops at the price you're gonna pay on this. You ain't no way. Sure, that's the right price because having the opportunity to smoke them, I can clearly tell you guys from my heart that it's not cheap tobacco. It's high quality. It tastes fantastic. It's good. And I yelled at Alan for telling me what he was going to sell them for, and I told him he couldn't do it.
Hey, listen, I have to. You know what? Now I have to compete with a lot of the big guys out there, right? A lot of big guys out there are making some pretty phenomenal budget sticks, right? So we got to figure out how to get in that game as well, right? And this is our goal: make some phenomenal budget sticks.
And I think you're really on the path there. And again, it's going to come into Connecticut and the San Andreas, your two most popular flavors.
Even the Habano. The Habano is going to be the last one coming out, but the Habano will be as well.
I'm sure, and I'm sure I'll yell at you for the Habano too. How can you can't sell this at this price, man? I'm like, as your friend, I can't let you. I even told those were my exact words. As your friend, I cannot, in good conscience, tell you that you can sell this at this price. There's no way.
Well, one of the things was, we're blending, right? For those of you that have a sensitive palate, you're gonna notice some differences between the core line and the budget line, right? For the budget line, you're gonna get probably a little bit more strength than maybe you would get initially from the core line, but the core line is gonna take you on a full journey. The budget line is gonna take you on a journey as well, but not as long journey, not as complex. But the flavor journey is still there. The journey is still there, is what we're trying to say, right? I think one of the things that we did with the core line, and correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, I think I was so concerned and so cautious about the blending and the flavors that the core line is something that's special for us, special as far as complexity and flavors, not necessarily strength. A lot of people that want full strength, they're not gonna go to our line. They're gonna go to probably of my father, right, or something with a lot more oomph to it, right? But if you're looking for a flavor journey, you don't have to look any farther than us, to be honest.
Yeah, like I'm not one that gravitates towards heavy vitamin N cigars to begin with.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And it's not me. But also, I'm also not somebody who's like, I won't smoke that cigar because they're too mild for me. I'm a flavor guy, and I don't care what your makeup of the cigar is. If it's mild, medium full, whatever. If the flavor's there, that's what I care about.
Yep.
That's the enjoyability. It's like, okay, I like this. Yeah, it's a very mild smoke, but the flavors pop in the mouth, and that's what I look for. Some people out there just want to get hit with that nicotine, and I'm just like, man, I don't feel like getting knocked on my ass today. It's just not something I'm in the mood for. I want an enjoyable experience every time I light up.
Yeah. No, and you know that's what we come here to do, right?
You bring it, and your sticks always bring that. It's a flavor bomb, Like I said, your palate's going to be dancing with everything that's going on because there's so much going on and the changes. And right when you find something that you really enjoy, you're like, damn, that's really good. It's gone, and something else comes in. You're like, man, that's good too. There's always something changing. Ooh.
Look, guys. Look how I'm smoking this all the way down. This is the Fenrir. It was a Grand Toro a while ago.
Yeah.
When you first started.
That's what you get with those pipes. You don't get that with those other pipes out there. I'm telling you guys. They may do flashy advertising and have busky hot chicks holding their stuff up, but it's not like that. And John is correct. Family Bar is quality over quantity, and that is
always. Has always been the motto.
Quality is always A++ with extra credit.
And that's what we focus on, right, guys? We don't focus on rush. We focus on getting it done, doing the best of our ability, right? And then when it comes to the quality of the tobacco, quality of the blends, we put a lot of effort. The branding, a lot of effort. Again, it's not. I would love to take the credit for a lot of it. Yes, my heart and soul, but that takes my partner, my wife, his wife, Francesco, aka Cigar Crumbs, all his designs, right? His ideas, John Aldi, all his ideas, his sales, Bill Reiner, right? Yourself, look, Miyagi when he was with us. Yes, he's part of Black, but he's still a part of our family, right? Like these are all people that played a huge part. It's still playing a huge part of our family. And without these people, we wouldn't be where we're at today, Yeah. And we're blessed, and we're gonna keep going this way, and we're gonna keep pushing hard, and you're gonna see Family by Loyalty get to the next level.
I think you're at that next level already. I really do. I think you're there. I think you've hit that, and you hit that when I can talk to most people and throw your brand out there, and they go, "Yeah, they're good sticks," or "Yeah, I've heard of them." Well, I think you're at that level. You've hit that next level,
and I appreciate that.
That next level is making sure that this is in everybody's hands.
Yep. That's the thing we're doing next, right? But that's the hardest part. I say it's the hardest part because cigar business is about relationships.
I am a sweet and innocent boy. You're just spitting facts at this point. But yes, I think you have, and getting it in the hands of more and more people is that next level. I think because I think you're at that. You've already achieved. You're a small brand that has lasted longer than a year. That's too. You hit that. Being a small brand and getting off the ground. Being sustaining for more than a year, you hit that level. Having people know who your brand is, you've hit that level.
Yeah, we're about 4 years going strong already. We're about to hit our fourth year, and we're going strong, and we're pushing harder than ever. People, like I said, shops that ignored us in the beginning, contacting us now.
That's right, and they're just a little late to the game, finding out what a lot of us have already known. That's all. All right, you didn't have time then. You got time now. I'm telling you, if you own a shop, you're not going to regret bringing these sticks in. You're not. They speak for themselves.
And stay tuned, guys. Let me tell you right now, we have a lot of things coming on. You're going to enjoy them. Everything that we're doing, it's enjoyable. Nothing that we will bring you is not. We're not in this game just to make money. We're in this game to improve the cigar industry. We love the fact that other boutique brands are pushing harder, pushing the envelope. We even like the fact that even the big brands are trying to become boutique, right? And their branding and what they're doing. Because guess what? We're pushing the envelope. That's all we're doing. We're pushing the envelope of the cigar industry.
You are, and you're seeing these bigger brands now buying some of these smaller brands out there and incorporating them in, or creating separate lines from what they're from their big line to try and promote
Yeah.
to tap into that business, because you guys have been self-sustaining for 4, 5, 6 years now, and you scared them. You've scared those big brands,
And
and
they're like, wait a second, we need to make sure we keep a hold of this, right?
yeah, we got to get in there. How can we do it? And I can say that as much as they're trying on that, at the end of the day, their process of how they do things is still big brand process, and it comes across in their cigars. It does. It comes across in how they taste, and I'm not mentioning any names, but I can say that a couple big brands out there that in the last year have dropped new cigars. They just bought back all their old stuff that wasn't moving and slapped a new band on it and told you it was a new blend. No names mentioned, but
Sales tactic 101,
that's right. But I can tell you that a couple of those big brands out there, that's some of their new blends that they've dropped in the last year. They're old blends that just weren't moving.
Hey, it's smart business, but hey, that's not. Look, I think I've been saying this for 3 years since I started this. Just like the alcohol business has changed, everything's changing. From the clothing business to the alcohol business to the tobacco business, everybody wants to be unique. Everybody wants something different, right?
Yeah.
So it's about being unique. Our unique is our branding and our blending. We put a lot of pride and love and patience into our blending. We put a lot of love and pride into our branding.
It shows. It shows, when you had to rebrand everything, I think it came out better.
Yeah, much better. Night and day. I'm the first one to say, yeah, I was pissed off about it, but it doesn't matter. Night and day.
No, like I love that wolf. Like the wolf is so awesome.
Wait till you see the new premium line. Oh man, and even the budget line. Listen, I love anything Francesco touches comes out gold. Let me just say that. Okay, anything touches turns out gold. But you can't wait till you see. Yeah, see what John says. Next makes him tingle. Wait, man. Yeah.
No, I know. Well, I'm excited. Look, I've been excited for that since we talked about it. At PCA. When you were telling me, I was excited, and I was like, "Good, I'm excited. I really want it." And you're like, "It's not there. I can't let you smoke. I can't let you smoke what I got because it's not there. I can't do it." I'm like, okay, and I'm excited. Like since March, I've been excited for it.
Yeah, listen, because you know me. I told you that I'm gonna let these age a bit. I'm gonna keep trying them. Right. I need to make sure this is really it this time. Right. And let me tell you, the original blend that you smoked is still in our plans to come out in the future. But that is more of after they aged out for about 5 months. That's what I call your premium, smooth, full flavor, mild towards medium smoke. You know what I mean? That you want something just to make that mouth water, but it's for those smokers that can't handle nicotine, right? But it's full in flavor, and the body's right there, medium.
Look, I'm always looking to add to the highest honor I can give a cigar, which is the drill bucket. I want to send you a picture of me holding this up while I'm smoking it, so I can't bestow any other honor.
Of course, no,
it's the highest honor that there is.
Tell you, once I get them in, I know John's dying to try them out as soon as they get in. Trust me, I am also waiting. Because the thing was, from the moment I got them and I smoked them once a week for 3 months straight, or once every 2 weeks for 3 months straight, it was just like boom, yes, still great, yes, right. As it kept aging, like this is still hitting where I want it. Like this is where I want. And when he created me those two alternatives, I was like, man, both of them are really good. And that's the reason why we said, you know what, we're gonna let our friends and our shop owners help us determine which of the lines we're gonna come out with first. And that's the reason why we're doing this, right? Whereas if for instance, Toro's gonna get first shot at trying them out, seeing if they want to bring them on first, right? Which ones they want to bring on first, and that's what we're taking it this way.
Are you getting a lot of good feedback about what you're doing from your existing retail shops out there about incorporating in a budget line and a premium line? Are they
We've
giving
got
you feedback on like, yeah,
we we've got mixed reviews.
okay,
Their concern is that our some shops' concern was our budget line will outsell our core line, and we're like, well, then you buy a lot more of our core line. I mean, of our budget line, excuse me. Right? So, I don't see it as a problem. The key issue here right now is, look, our economy's not doing great. I was affected by it. A lot of people are affected by it, right? And hey, people want to smoke something that's still extremely enjoyable, right?
Mhm. I mean, there's a reason why there are a couple brands out there that just are always selling or always being pushed out there because people want to smoke something, and they may have had to lower their standards, but I think you definitely, with your brand, you're not lowering your standards
Not at all.
on this at all.
Not at all.
You're gonna pay the same price as that lower standard brand, but you're getting a higher quality cigar.
Yes, and that's another thing. We focus on that all the time. We tell that to people all the time. Look, our core line ranges between from the pipe size, seven and change, $8 up to the Grand Toro, 14 and change, right? Depending on what state you live in. That being said, though, the budget lines will be between $7 and $10. But let me tell you something, guys. Just because of that price difference, we pride ourselves to say that our core line, even though it takes like 14, you would pay 20 for it because of the complexities for it. And our budget line, yeah, they may be between $7 and $10, but you would pay 12 and 14 for them because that's how good they are. So everything that we do, we focus on the quality and the blending process.
That's what I told you.
Yep.
And I'm like, nah. I'd pay $20 for this easy. What are you talking about? Like, no, that's budget. No.
Yeah, well, the reason I'm doing that is because, again, I want to show the world. Well, look, this is our core line, but we could do really damn good in the budget line too. But then once you see our next premium line, you'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? But hey, we get it. Some people are affected by this economy. We want you still to enjoy good sticks. We still want you to enjoy Family by Loyalty.
Yes, I am, but that's because I got a 2-year-old and a 25-year-old baby mama. So, I have no money because of those two. One always has a hand in my pocket. She spends it before I even do.
I could probably say that my daughter is working now and she's paying the cell phone bill and she's paying insurance for her car. So guess what? I'm happy.
That's good.
Now I didn't get my son. He's next.
He's next. That's right. You got to get out there. You got to earn your weight around this house, boy. That's awesome. Man, I had a great time with you tonight. Thank you so much.
Same here, man. I missed you, brother. We got to do this more often.
And anything you'd like to promote before we end out the show?
No, I mean, we spoke about what's coming up, right? All I say to you guys is what I've always said. Try new sticks. If you haven't tried our brand, try us out, right? You may love us. You may like us. I doubt you'll hate us. Just because, I'm not sound cocky here, just to know the blends and what we put into them. That being said, give us a whirl. And not just us, the world, right? If you're in the cigar world, try something new constantly. Evolve your palate, right? And keep it pushing from there. And you'll meet new friends with new cigars and enjoy life.
Yes, exactly. And for those of you that missed last Tuesday's show with AJ from Big Country, I had issues getting that loaded up on my Rumble. It will be up this Friday over on Rumble, so you can catch that. It was a great show we had. Next Monday night, who do we have next Monday? I forgot who's my guest next Monday night. Who can you expect to have it? Oh, Jonathan Faint from J London Cigars. He will be my guest next Monday night. And of course, Monday the 28th, my actual birthday. Hope you all come back, tune in. It's my birthday bash extravaganza. I've got so much stuff to give away. Great guest. coming on that night, and it'll be a lot of fun. So come hang out with us. There'll be stuff given away all stream long. So definitely be worth your time to hang out, especially if you like to get free stuff.
Well, you'll get to enjoy the Frankie box press for your birthday because you'll have it in the mail.
There you go. See? Well, see? Look at this. You know? Great birthday. You know? Get to enjoy one of my favorite brands. I get to give back to the community out there because, like I said in my intro, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for all of you guys watching out there. You guys, for the last 5 years have really gravitated towards what I was doing, what I was trying to do, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everything that you all have done for me in advancing the cigar culture, especially on the small side out there. And I'm glad that I've introduced some of you guys to brands out there that you may never have heard of before. Well, you know, like Family by Loyalty, and I appreciate it. That's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. You know, we'll see you next Monday night. Take care. Be safe out there. Don't do anything Alan and I wouldn't do because we're sweet and innocent boys. And we will see you all later. Everybody, peace out.